YouTube, I'm Miranda. I am a SEO and blogging strategist, and in this video tutorial I'm going to show you how to create Pinterest idea pins on your smartphone. Idea pins are a new type of pin that initially launched in 2020. At first they were called story pins, but they were renamed later on in 2021 to better fit the Pinterest brand. Like most of the content on Pinterest, they're meant to inspire Pinterest users. Idea pins are very similar to Instagram stories, TikTok videos, and Google Web Stories. If you're creating content on those platforms already, then repurposing your content into idea pins will be pretty simple. If you're wondering what size the idea pins should be, Pinterest recommends using a 1080 by 1920 pixel size or a 9:16 ratio. The idea pin templates in Canva are all categorized by style or theme or color, so you can choose one that's pre-made or you can work with a blank template. Open the Pinterest app on your device and log into your Pinterest account. Then tap the plus icon at the bottom of the screen, and then you can tap on Create Idea Pin. From here, you can record a video if you want, or you can upload videos and photos from your camera roll. I'm going to select a combination of photos and videos that I prepared for this tutorial. Now you're looking at an overview section that shows you all the photos and videos that I uploaded to the Pinterest app. I'm going to go ahead and reorder some of these images and also delete some. Idea pins are more engaging if the first slide is a video, so I'm going to go ahead and move one of those videos to the front of the line. I'm also deleting some of the horizontal photos because vertical photos look better on Pinterest. Now I'm going to go back to the first video on the first slide. You have the choice to either trim the video into multiple slides. I'm just going to shorten the clip because I want it to be about 10 seconds long. So I went ahead and tapped on that, and now I'm dragging over the clip with my finger on the screen of my mobile phone. And now I've shortened the clip. The next thing that I want to do is add music by tapping on the music icon at the bottom. Pinterest has a small library to choose from. I tend to pick instrumental music. After I add the music, I will go into the audio settings, and I usually set the music between 5 and 15. That's just a personal choice. I don't like it to be overbearing, and I also want to make sure that if there's original audio in my video clips, like if it's of me talking or someone else talking, I want people to be able to hear that over the music. So now the next thing I want to do is start to add text to each of the slides in the idea pin. So all you do is press the text button, and from there you can change the font, the size, the color, and then you can start adjusting where it appears on the screen. So what I'm doing here is adding in 2 blocks of text, and then I'm copying and pasting the information I have on the blog post on our website. I'm actually copying it on my MacBook, and then I'm able to paste it directly onto my iPhone, which is pretty neat. So again, I'm adding in a new block of text, and I'm changing the font for this one just to give it some more character. And then I'm going to adjust the size and the layout, and I will move it on the screen where I think it looks good. And as you drag and drop these items, Pinterest adds those blue lines, and that tells you, okay, if you go to the left of that line on the left hand side, then your text is going to be off screen, so keep it to the right side of that. So again, I'm going in here and adjusting the sizing and making sure it stays inside of the blue lines. Another thing you can do with the text is edit the duration, which means that, for example, if the video is 10 seconds long, like that first clip, I can make a text block only appear for 5 seconds in that 10-second clip. And then I can also change the way that the text appears when it comes on screen by adding an animation when it first appears and when it exits the screen. So there are a few options on how to do that. You can make the animation fade in, fade out, scale up, scale down, or slide up, down, left, or right. Those animations take more time to set up, but they definitely add more character to each of the slides within your idea pin. I also wanted to go over the sticker options. As you can see at the bottom of the screen, you can click on stickers. And once you do that, there are several buttons to choose from. So I'm going to show you what some of those look like once you add them to your idea pin. The first one is a question. It's very similar to what you could use on Instagram stories. This helps build engagement. Other pinners can reply. Another option is to add an affiliate link button. You can either use a pin that's on Pinterest already, especially if you have Shopify or some other merchant account set up, or you can use an external affiliate link. The only ones that really work at the moment are Amazon and Reward Style, so you might have to test that out before you try it. Then you can also tag other Pinterest users. For this, I usually end up tagging the account that I'm publishing on because people can tap on that button and it will take them to your Pinterest profile. So this is just a fun little way to add a call to action to get more people to follow you after they view your idea pin. So after I add that sticker, I will add a text that has my call to action. For this example, I'm having it say, "Follow me on Pinterest." And then you can go back to the sticker button and type into the search bar. I like to use arrows, so I type in arrow there. There's a few options that come up. You can pick whichever one you like. I'm choosing this one, and then from there I can change the color of it to either match the photo, match my brand colors, or just select something that's a basic white or black. So now the last thing I want to go over is the finishing touches. I'm going to tap the next button. So this part here, this is where your pin title description goes. It usually populates whatever you put on your first slide. So you can change this however you want to, or you can keep it as is. I like to try to incorporate 1 or 2 different keywords if I can, and also make it an engaging title that will attract people. And then the next thing you can do is tap the edit cover over here. This allows you to select the portion of the video that you want to be seen on Pinterest. So this is what people will see if they come to your profile, or if they see the pin in their Pinterest feed. So I'm going to go ahead and tap done. The next thing to do is to click on add the details. You have options here to change the list type. So your options are ingredients, supplies, or notes. I chose notes for this one, and then all I did was copy and paste some of this text from the blog post on the website, since I'm basically repurposing this idea pin from there. And then we're going to select a board for the idea pin to be published on. I try to pick a board that is the most relevant board. So Pinterest here will select what they think are the top choices. It's not always accurate. The rest of the boards are listed in alphabetical order. So for this one, I chose architecture since I'm talking about the structure, the outside structure of the homes. And then you can tag related topics. So I already did that here. You can pick up to 10 tags, and this basically helps you categorize your idea pin, and it tells Pinterest what the pin is about. So I selected some tags about Florida and real estate. So if you start typing something in, as another example, I'll go with interior design. So all I did was type in interior. You can see there's quite a few options that populate. I'll go ahead and select that one. I try to get as specific with these tags as possible so that they help increase the reach of the idea pin across Pinterest. So I'm going to click done. One of the final steps here is to go into your advanced settings. You have the option to turn off comments and new takes. I wouldn't do that because those can increase engagement. And then if your idea pin is sponsored by a brand or a business, you have to toggle this one to on. Then you can also tag the name of that brand if they're also on Pinterest. And then the final thing to do, you can turn this off or on the show similar products. Basically what that does is once the pin is published, like if you're showing a gift guide or a product guide for living room furniture, the idea pin will generate similar products based on what your pin is about. So it's up to you if you want to keep that on or have it turned off. So then the last thing I want to do before hitting publish, you can't edit an idea pin currently after it's published. So I'm going to go back, and then you want to tap the preview button here in the bottom left hand corner and just make sure that the pin looks good. You can see all of the fonts. Make sure that the music is playing. I have it turned down so you can hear me. Just make sure that everything looks good. There's no spelling or grammatical errors. And then you can see what it will actually look like once it's published on Pinterest. So just go through and watch it all. Make sure you like what you see. And then from there, I'm going to click the down button. Click next. And you go back to this page where you're ready to hit publish. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. If you want to learn more about Pinterest, blogging, or SEO, be sure to subscribe and head to my blog for more information.